right, so hello everyone, and welcome to Unit 9 of Math 6. We're going to go ahead and get started. All right, so can everyone see the slide? Today we're working with multiplying and dividing with decimals. So hopefully you guys have calculators, because otherwise this is going to take a while. So we need to solve the problem and make sure that the decimal is located in the correct place. So we're going to do part A first. We're going to do 34.62 times 12.8. So Duke Tree, can you go ahead and calculate this? 34.62 times 12.8. Duke Tree?
Yes.
Can you calculate this? Can you find the answer for this?
I can't.
You can or cannot?
I cannot.
Why?
I haven't known about this.
All right, so what we're doing is we're multiplying these two together. So it's just like regular multiplication, except we have to make sure to keep track of where the decimal is. So let's do this one together. All right, when you multiply 34.62 times 12.8, we get a total of 443.136. So when we use estimation, we round up 34.62 to 35, because 34.62 is higher than half. We round up to the nearest number. The same with 12.8. We round up to the nearest whole number, and that gives us the answer of 455. So the answer should be close to 455. Now we know that the answer is 443.136 because of the decimal. So what we can do is we use fractions, and we turn 34.62 into a fraction of 34 and 62 over 100, because it's two decimals, or two positions after the decimal means it's over 100. And then we multiply it by 12.8. And so it'd be 12.8, or 12 and 8 is 10, because there's only one number after the decimal place, so it's over 10. All right. And so
I can't hear you very well.
all right, is anyone else having that problem? All right, so what we do is we multiply 34 times 100 and then add it to the 62 to give us 3,462 over 100. And then we have to turn, so we're turning this from a mixed number into a regular fraction. And so we take 10 and we multiply it by 12, and then we add the 8, giving us 128 over 10. And then we multiply these two together. So 100 times 10 is 1,000, and 3,462 times 128 gives us 443,136. So because the denominator is 1,000, there should be 3 places after the decimal. All right, so we know at this point that the answer would be 443, and then because there has to be 3 places after the decimal, 0.136. So does anyone have any questions over how we did that? If not, let's move to the next one. All right, so Xavier earns $11.50 per hour working at the nearby grocery store. Last week, Xavier worked 13.5 hours. So, Bao-Am, can you figure out how much money Xavier earned last week?
It's near to 161.
So that's very good. If we did estimation, we would round 11.5 up to 12 and 13.5 up to 14, which would give us roughly 168. All right. So if the decimal was located in a different place, it would not be close to 168. So what we do is we use fractions. We do 11 and 5 over 10, because there's only one place after the decimal, times 13 and 5 over 10. Because again, there's only one place after the decimal. So we turn these from mixed numbers into fractions. So 11 times 10 plus 5 is 115 over 10. And then 13 times 10 plus the 5 gives us 135 times 10. That gives us 15,525. Now, because the denominator is 100, there needs to be two places after the decimal. So we take the 155 and then we add the decimal, giving us 0.25. So the answer is he earned $155.25 last week. So now that we've had these two examples, you guys should figure out how to do this. Easiest way is to turn it into a fraction and do the multiplication then, and then turn it back into a decimal. So, 2Q, can you tell me what 324.56 times 54.82 is?
I think is 17,792.3,792.
Very good. Okay, so when you're telling how much something is and it's after the decimal place, you don't have to worry about 3,792. What you'd say is the answer, which you got completely correct. Very good job. 17,792.3792. So for anything after the decimal, you just say the numbers in the order, okay? So very good job. Yes. 324.56 times 54.82 gives us 17,792.3792. All right, Kevin spends $11.25 on lunch every week during the school year. If there are 35.5 weeks during the school year, how much does Kevin spend on lunch over the entire year? All right, Jenny.
Kevin will spend $399 and 375.
All right, so that's very good, and that's the answer. But you cannot spend 0.375 cents. So what they do is when this last number after the decimal is 5 or greater, it rounds this number up to the next one. So Kevin spends $399.38 over the entire school year. So for dollars, it only goes to 2 decimal places, and anything else you round up. All right, so very good job. That is the answer if you have not rounded to the nearest penny.